it's Mary, and I hope that you are doing well. Welcome once again to my kitchen. So I like to write to family and friends, and when I do that, I like to make my own greeting cards. They're more original, and it gives me an opportunity to express myself creatively. So when I found a way to make marbled greeting cards from items that I already have around the house, I jumped at the chance to do it. So what are we going to use to make these cards? Let me show you. But first, a little bit about the process. So it can be quite messy, so you want to make sure that you are wearing something that it isn't going to matter if it gets stained or dirty. And you're going to want to cover your work surface. I just took a paper grocery bag from a local grocery store, cut it along the side, opened it up, and laid it over my work surface. So let's take a look at what else we need. The materials we're going to use are shaving cream. And you want the kind that's foamy, not the kind that's gel. Food coloring. And I have 4 different colors. Cardstock or paper, plenty of paper towels, bamboo skewers, a plate, and a water bottle with water, but that is optional. Here is what we'll do. Prepare your paper or cardstock. So I want my cards to be a finished size of 5 by 7. So when I fold it like that, it is 5 inches by 7 inches. Or 12.6 centimeters by 18 centimeters. So I cut my paper 10 inches or 25.5 centimeters by 7 inches or 18 centimeters. And I'm going to prep them all by folding them in half. And I'm going to set them to the side. Next, we'll take the plate and we'll spray the shaving cream onto the plate. So shake it up and spray. And then spread it out. And you can spread it out with your hands. You can spread it out with a craft stick. I feel like that is just not thick enough, so I'm going to add a little more. Now when I first spread this out, the thing I noticed was that this is way more dense than I expected it to be. Like, I expected it to be more the consistency of whipped cream, but it's actually thicker than that. I also noticed that it smells a lot like soap. And that is because shaving cream is a mixture of soap, water, and a gas. And the gas turns it into foam when you spray it out of the container. And the fact that it is soap is important to the whole process. Next, we'll add drops of food color on top of the foam. I like the pink, so I'm going to use that. And maybe I'll make a line too. There we go. I am also going to use some of the teal. So take your skewer or a toothpick, and it's time to mix the food color. So we're going to just stir it in a pattern that we like. So I cleaned off the rest of my workspace so I have some place to put the cards when I'm done. And we're going to take our folded card and just place it on top of the shave cream and food color. And I like to leave it there till I notice that some of the color is coming through. And that way I know that it has transferred to the card. Then we're going to pull it off. So just peel it off. And there we go. So you can do this part in a couple ways. You could take a paper towel and just wipe it across the surface. That would create more of a smeared or blended pattern. Or you could take a paper towel and just dab it. To get it off there. So I prefer the dabbing method. That's what I'm going to do. This part can get messy and the ink may transfer to your fingers. So if you would like, you could wear plastic gloves. So I think I got it all off, and that is what it looks like. And we'll set it on the side to dry. So I retrieved my plate of shaving cream with the color on it, and I'm going to do another one. So again, I'm just going to lay the card on there. Let it seep in a little. And this time we're going to leave it on not as long. So I'm going to take it off after a shorter period of time. And we'll dab the colors again. And I actually think it's easier to just lay the paper towel on the top and peel it off. So most of it came off. There's still some there. So if you remember, we started with the teal and the pink. But if you'll notice, it did create some other colors. We've got the pink, we've got the teal, but we've also got purple swirled in there. I'm going to set this one aside. We'll get the plate of shaving cream and food dye one more time, and we'll do one more. But this time, we're going to add a twist. So we're going to spray a layer of water on the top. And as I look at this, I noticed that when I did that, some of the colors seemed to retreat, and the colors aren't as intense as they were. So let's do the same process again. We're going to lay this on here. I'm going to wait to see some color coming through. We will take it off. Time to remove. Turn it over. Start dabbing. And again, we've got the teal, the pink, but there's also some other colors like a purplish and a blue that are now in the mix as well. And although they're not completely dry, I do just want to show you my finished cards. This is the first one, and the colors are really very intense. This is the second one, and again, the colors are intense. And this is the third one, the one we sprayed the water on first, and the colors are a little more muted. But I think that you will agree that all three of these cards look pretty fabulous. So I think the cards came out pretty fabulous as they are. But if you wanted, you could add a frame or some other embellishments, maybe some glitter, or if you wanted to cut out a silhouette of something, you could glue it on there too, or whatever you wanted to do. I do definitely hope that people who receive these like them as much as I had fun making them. Let's talk about how this process worked. So soap is a molecule that has a hydrophilic end, meaning that it's attracted to water, and a hydrophobic end, meaning that it repels water. Liquid food color is a dye that is suspended in a liquid, so either alcohol or water or something like that. And being a liquid, it's also attracted to water. So when we dropped the liquid food color on the shaving cream, the hydrophobic end, or the end of the shaving cream that repels water, holds it up on top. The paper or cardstock we used is made from wood pulp. A lot of the composition of wood pulp is cellulose. Cellulose is also hydrophilic, so when you lay the cardstock or paper that's attracted to water on top of the color that's attracted to water, it's readily absorbed into the paper or cardstock. When we sprayed the water on the top of the food coloring, you could see right away that the color kind of receded. So it was drawn into the deeper part of the shaving cream. And so there was less that was available for the cardstock to absorb. So the cardstock that was made without the water being sprayed on top is very brilliant. The cardstock that was made, or the card that was made with the water sprayed on top, is more muted color, but they're both pretty cool. Paper marbling techniques that use the same principles have been used for centuries. I hope that you enjoyed exploring the hydrophobic and hydrophilic nature of soaps and shaving cream and using those to create our greeting cards. And I hope you'll take an opportunity to create some of your own soon. I'll see you again. Until then, keep exploring your world and using your creativity to express yourself and improve the world. Thank you.